western garbage patch.
Leading our team was Dr. Marcus Erickson, co-founder of the research organization 5 Gyres, who has dedicated over 7 years to the study and elimination of plastic pollution in the ocean.
So right now in the Marshall Islands, and we're going to go about 2,400 miles to Tokyo. In between, we're going to hit the western garbage patch, the North Pacific Gyre.
Driven by wind and the force of the Earth's rotation, gyres are part of a complex network of currents that circulate water all around the world and rotate in a clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere.
There are 5 large gyres in the world's oceans, 2 in the Pacific, 2 in the Atlantic, and 1 in the Indian Ocean.
So these 5 subtropical gyres make up roughly 40% of the oceans, which in turn make up roughly 20% of the planet's surface. These gyres are also accumulation zones for floating trash. So things like glass, light bulbs, fluorescent tubes, metal if they're closing air, like a propane tank, or plastics, a lot of plastics.
Gyres are the natural forces that collect and push floating debris into concentrated areas. But plastic is not natural. It does not biodegrade. So as plastic debris is pulled in by the gyres, it can remain trapped there for decades or longer, being pushed in a slow spiral.
Alright, well Top and I have never been this far away from land before, or at sea for this long.
Really?
So yeah, no, we're really excited to do that.
We're surprised.
We're definitely surprised, hopefully not too much seasickness as well.
That floating debris could be accumulating in areas like the North Pacific Gyre. But it wasn't until 1997 that a boat captain named Charles Moore stumbled upon what would come to be known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch when he switched on the engines of his catamaran and took a shortcut on his way home to California from Hawaii. It was a decision that would change Captain Moore's life forever.
And it was because we took that shortcut that I got involved in this plastic pollution issue, because I couldn't come on deck without seeing plastic pollution. No matter what time I came on deck, if I just stood there and looked into the water for a short while, I would see something plastic floating by. So this started working on me. It wasn't like an aha moment, oh, I found the garbage patch, there's a trash island. It was day after day, hour after hour, time after time, happening to see something floating by that didn't belong there.
Captain Moore kept returning to the gyre to document how much plastic was actually out there, and used his findings to educate the public. On each trip, Moore and new colleagues like Marcus Erickson were able to perfect a method for gathering data by modifying trawling devices normally used to study plankton.
So we just put in our first trawl, trawling for plastic in the ocean here. Tell us a little bit about this trawl, because I know we have two different types.